The air hung thick and heavy, a miasma of overripe fruit and ozone, as Kaelen stumbled forward, Lyra's hand a steadying presence on his arm. He's taken a glancing blow from a Guardian's energy spear earlier, the impact jarring his shoulder and amplifying Echo's taunts. Weak. Useless. You cannot save her daughter. Focus, Lyra murmured, a voice a low resonance against the oppressive silence. Don't let it in. Easier said than done, Echo's voice, a constant whisper in the back of his mind, clawed at his resolve. She's already lost. You too. He grit his teeth, forcing his attention back to the task at hand, finding the Heartstone. Air followed a faint, pulsing light deeper into the ruins, the crimson moss glowing with an unnatural intensity. The Serpentine Creature, lesser being and more persistent hum in his consciousness, resonated with a calming frequency. Patience. Observe. Feel. He tried to mimic the sense of tranquility, searching for a point of convergence, a focal point where the light coalesced. He felt the familiar surge of his own power, raw and untamed, attempting to channel it, mimicking Lyra's graceful movements, but his control wavered. A memory flashed to his mother's face, her smile, the warmth of her embrace, then, just as quickly it was snatched away by Echo's mocking laughter. Ahead, the passage widened into a vast chamber, bathed in an ethereal glow. A light wasn't emanating from a single source but seemed to be woven into the very fabric of the space, pulsing with a slow, deliberate rhythm. At the chamber's center, suspended within a cage of interwoven vines, rested a crystalline structure, the Heartstone. It wasn't a stone in the traditional sense, but a swirling vortex of energy, like a miniature galaxy trapped within a fragile shell. A Heartstone. Lyra breathed, her voice laced with a profound sadness. She didn't approach. Instead, she remained a respectful distance, observing. It is rained. Suppressed. Kaelen felt a connection to the Heartstone, a resonance that went beyond the mere feeling of power. It was sorrow, a deep, pervasive sorrow that threatened to overwhelm him. It's beautiful, and it will be destroyed. Echo hissed in his mind. He reached out, tentatively extending his hand towards the crystalline structure. As his fingers drew closer, the vines surrounding the Heartstone tightened, constricting its glow. A wave of oppressive energy surged outwards, slamming into him with the force of a physical blow. He staggered back, gasping for breath, his vision blurring. Don't force it, Lyra warned, her voice sharp. You must understand it before you can awaken it. He closed his eyes, attempting to quiet Echo's taunts and focus on the Serpentine Creature's guidance. Feel its pain. Recognize its burden. He delved deeper, pushing past the surface layer of sorrow, searching for the core of its existence. He saw flashes of vibrant world teeming with life, a radiant being bathed in golden light. The slow, creeping shadow that extinguished the light. He began to understand. The Heartstone wasn't just a source of power, it was the essence of the world, the repository of its dreams, its memories, its hopes, and it was being suffocated by the shadow's despair. He opened his eyes, a new resolve hardening his gaze. He wouldn't try to force the Heartstone away. He would offer it solace, a connection to the hope that still flickered within him. He focused his energy, not on power, but on empathy, projecting a feeling of hope, of resilience, into the crystalline structure. A faint tremor ran through the Heartstone. The vines surrounding it loosened slightly, and a tiny spark of light ignited within its core. Echo screamed in his mind, a desperate, furious sound. No, you cannot interfere! The tremor grew stronger, and the spark of light expanded, pushing back against the encroaching darkness. The vines began to crack and shatter, releasing the Heartstone's imprisoned energy. The chamber began to resonate with a low, melodic hum, a song of hope and defiance. Suddenly, a guttural voice echoed through the chamber, amplified by unseen power. You dare interfere with the Shadow's dominion? The Guardians materialized from the shadows, their crimson eyes blazing with predatory malice. They advanced, their energy spears crackling with power, ready to extinguish the nascent spark of hope. They are here, Lyra stated, her hand already moving to summon her own energy. Prepare yourself, Kaelen. The true battle begins now.